Hey YouTube, Toby here, and today I thought it would be fun to show something neat you can do in Universe Sandbox 2. So let's get to it. I'm kind of fascinated by binary systems, pretty much ever since I saw Star Wars as a kid. You know, in the Tatooine they had the two suns, and so I thought, what if our solar system had two suns? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in Universe Sandbox here, I'm going to replace Jupiter with another copy of the Sun and just see what happens. So unfortunately there's no replace option, so what I'm going to end up having to do is just put the Sun next to Jupiter and then delete Jupiter. So here's the Sun. We're going to put you, we've got to make sure to go into binary mode, just so not close enough that it's binary with Jupiter, but there we go, binary with the Sun. And then we can go ahead and delete Jupiter if we can click on it. There we go. So let's start it up and see what this does to the solar system. Let's go faster. It's going to take a while, so let's try and do 3 years per second. And already we seem to have, Saturn's gone crazy, and the Sun is doing weird stuff. What's that? We lost Mars. There goes Mars. Bye-bye, Mars. Vesta, you're not supposed to be in this. I just get rid of stuff we don't need because it makes it hard to fast forward. Too hard on the CPU there. Speaking of which, there's a great program out there called CPU Cores, and if you like Universe Sandbox 2, CPU Cores doubled my Sandbox 2, well, bye-bye series, performance. What you want to do, if you get it, is to turn on or select the option to disable hyperthreading. Saturn's going not too fast. It might come back. And another thing that'll give you another 75% boost in performance in this game is to turn off solar flares. And let's slow her down now to, let's do 1 month a second. All right, let's see. Let's click on the Sun here. And things seem to be okay. Let's look at Earth. Normally Earth is about 15 degrees Celsius. So if I look at it now, looks like we're at about 30 degrees Celsius. That's still livable. I mean, really hot, and the ice caps melted, but people will adapt, and things will move on. Everybody, not everybody, people will survive. It seems to be, let's turn on orbit view. And I'm not going to add something, but just to measure. Yeah, let's grab Pluto here. How far is the Earth from the Sun? Still just about 1 AU, that's right. So this second Sun has not affected the planet. Let's go ahead and keep going. Oh, we need to turn back on trails. And I think that the trails that are created here are absolutely just phenomenal. I know this looks like they're doing loop-de-loops, but if you put it on the same plane, you can see this is flat. And it's a beautiful leapfrog pattern, I think, that the two stars are making as they orbit each other. Oh, here's a good opportunity. So here comes Earth, and it's going to be facing the star, and pause. Oh, I paused a little too late, maybe. So, yeah, look at this. Great. As you can see, the first sun is over here. The second sun, much farther away, though, is still facing Earth. And so what we have, gosh, I wish this program would let you stand on the ground and let you look up at space, but it's only night on just this tiny part of the planet, and it's daytime everywhere else. It looks like maybe there's a little dusky duskness or dawnness happening here. But, man, wouldn't that be neat? Oh, look, no snow there. No snow there. The polar ice caps, you know, Universe Sandbox knows the polar ice caps melted. I wish that it would then add that water and show what the Earth looks like. For that, because I know I've looked on Google and documentaries. At this point, there should not be Florida. That should be gone. And the California Valley over here, where all the agriculture happens, that should be a giant bay. But anyway, it's pretty cool how this works. Let's turn the scene back on. And we see, you know, it looks like Earth is kind of doing loop-de-loops, but as you can see when you turn on orbits, it's just doing a circle, but the sun is moving, so it's doing a circle around a moving sun, which is why the trails look like that. And let's fast forward some more. We're going to go for 3 meters per second. Well, let's see how fast I can go. I'm going to put 10. My CPU won't do that. It's going to go down. And here it goes. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? As the trails of the planets orbiting this sun, and then this sun doing leapfrogs. I think it's amazing. And let's look at the surface temperature change. It's pretty stable around 30 degrees Celsius here. Well, you know what? Let's do this. Convert 30 Celsius, 80 degrees, 86 degrees. That's the average surface temperature on the Earth, according to this program. And it gets crazy if you look there. Let's pause it for a second. And I said pause. Let's look at put our focus on the sun and play again, so the camera's not moving around like crazy. But yeah, there's what it would look like. What would happen if Jupiter were a copy of the sun instead of Jupiter? And you have to imagine that if the solar, like, you know, we started in the present and just like replaced Jupiter with a copy of the sun. But if the solar system had started out that way, And then things evolved on Earth the way they did in reality, the oceans would have already risen. There would be no polar ice caps to begin with, and so we wouldn't have any problems in our civilization that would be caused by a sudden rise in temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. That would just be the normal. Anyway, that's it. This is my first Gamecast video, and I just created a new channel for it, so be sure to comment, like, or subscribe. If there's something else you'd like to see me do in Universe Sandbox 2, leave me a note in the comments, and, if I get enough likes, this might become a regular thing that I do. Bye.